the book. Okay. Okay. So that makes sense. Okay. I see. All right. So today's been a day. It's been a lot of emotional upheaval. Good. It's a good thing. I love it. I'm here for it. But it's cost me some friendships. And that hurt my heart. So I had to really sit down and ask myself what is wrong with me or what's blocking me from having those sacred feminine relationships. And honestly, I titled this the Scorpio Dilemma because it's a trait that a lot of Scorpio people go through periods for our evolution as a Scorpio. So one of the biggest things is revenge. We can be very vengeful creatures. I have been in this energy for the past 25 years of my life, and now the divine's like, okay, no, you can't continue on like this. You have to heal this part of yourself, or else you're not gonna get to the new side where you want to have like all the stuff that you're manifesting. So I've been manifesting big, and I'm like, where are my manifestations at? But there's so many things in my life now that I have not processed or healed. But I'm healing them right now. But it was just the fact that like the reason why nothing was really working is because I wasn't forgiving. So So forgiveness. I did a lot of forgiveness work this morning. A lot of forgiveness work. And then so I was working with Mother. Um, Hi Zach, welcome to my channel. I'm talking about how to really overcome being vengeful and to tap into spirit of forgiveness because my whole life is I realized the reason why I've been vengeful is because I've been hurt, but I didn't speak up on that hurt in that moment, and I carried it. And I like you. Oh, and when I kept holding on to this hurt, when I kept holding on to this hurt, it led me to hold it in my heart, and I didn't like that. So me holding it in my heart led me to be vengeful with everyone I came across. So wait, wait, can I ask why you're hurt? So basically, what caused me to feel this hurt was not speaking up when people hurt me in the moment. It could have been anything. Somebody could have said something to me wrong, and I could have been hypersensitive to that part, and then I could have just took it into a whole like try to make the scenario basically be the victimhood. When people asserted themselves with me and I just didn't like it, that's controlling, by the way. I'm calling myself out on all my bullshit. Honestly, you have to sit there and call yourself out on all your bullshit sometime because no one's coming to save you. No one's coming to save you. So a lot of things made me hurt, and I've just been holding on to it. Like being well, sometimes there is some valid times where I was hurt, like just childhood. You know how you go through high school, you have those high school embarrassments, you have those situations where you're put on the spot, you have those situations where you're bullied. Like I was bullied a lot as a kid, and I realized, damn, sometimes I'm still playing out, and why you can't fight it. Oh, I am. So I'm a part of this Sacred Woman program with Queen of Fuwa, and it has me on my shiznizabit. I'm not trying to cuss because one of the things in this book said do not cuss. So we're on the gateway of Ma'at. I don't know if you guys are into Kemetic religions. The goddess Ma'at is all about balance of the heart chakra. To get your heart chakra to be light as a feather, to be to have sacred relationships. Because I've been going through life just bitter and angry because I was just hurt. Like I was projecting that onto everyone, but I didn't understand the fact that I was feeling so hurt was because I didn't know how to process my hurt or speak up in that moment when I was hurt. That's why, like, the universe sent me so many Geminis. They sent all these Geminis my whole entire life, and I always like kind of like was jealous of them because they were able to assert themselves. They were able to speak up. They were able to communicate. They had that courage, that Mercury energy to really speak up when something bothered them, and I wanted that for myself. But I wasn't able to articulate because I would get so caught. I don't know if you guys like, it's anxiety also too, just like, and then you just kind of take that hurt and you keep going instead of processing it. What I didn't do was process the hurt. I held on to it, and then it just led into a whole spiral effect of revenge and holding this in my heart chakra. See, I got a lotus in my heart. I had to really sit there and be like, yo, I've really been holding on to this pain. And you know, when you hold on to physical pain like that over time, shit starts to manifest as illness. And I'm like, I don't want that for myself. I do not want to be ill. I am like 25. I don't want no heart attack. I don't want none of this shit because I'm not able to release the pain. What y'all saying? You seem like a nice person. Don't listen to them. God loves you. I recently got the parents. Since my grandma died, people should always respect you and everyone else. Oh, thank you. And so, I'm so sorry for your condolences. I completely understand losing a grandparent. My grandparent is my spirit guide, and she be on my ass. She be like, you better go heal. She's an Aries too. Oh, okay. But yeah, y'all get what I mean? Like, it's just, I was journaling because I had to really sit here and ask myself, why am I causing my own pain and suffering? Why am I holding on to this? What am I looking to gain? So I had to really ask myself, why do people hold on? Why do people seek revenge? Like, why? You're amazing. Oh, thank you, Zach. You don't understand how hard today has been. I needed to hear that. I've been crying so much. Crying, oh goodness, I've just been purging like my heart chakra. So I don't know if you guys are into chakra systems, but I suggest you really look into it. The heart chakra, just even if you ain't religious or spiritual, look into your heart, period. What is your heart telling you? Because your heart needs, when your heart is heavy, it's going to reflect out in your external world. I always felt like my relationships were strained in the past because I was just bringing so much baggage to it instead of releasing what happened before and just being present in the present moment and just, damn, I feel like I'm about to cry. Just being present with myself. Being present with myself, just, you get to see things, you get to feel things. It brings you back to reality instead of what's going on in your head. So I realized I was living in the past and then just kept projecting out into my future and then kept losing friendships back to back. And I'm like, what did I do? And then I would play victim like, oh, I didn't do anything wrong. No, I see what I did wrong now. I just had to learn how to let go, to really forgive, to really release, to really let go and release and purge and to forgive myself and to forget the person that hurted me. Because essentially how people treat you is how they treat themselves in the low. So it teaches you how to be like in a sense of sort of detachment state where you're not really taking things seriously, but you are. And the better way to put it is when someone hurts you, ask them, what are they trying to teach me? And that's what I had to do. I said, what is this person trying to teach me? And then you realize that they're teaching you like some sort of spiritual lesson for your growth and evolution. And instead of being hurtful or angry or vengeful towards them, I turned that into gratitude because thank you for this lesson. So that way I can grow. I can have more inner peace with myself because I see what you were trying to, I see what the divine was doing because the divine, I mean, essentially everyone's a reflection of you. So when I was really like in the thick of it, of this transformation, I was like, what are these people trying to teach me? Oh, they're teaching me how to really assert myself. I don't even want to say assert, just communicate, to talk with love, to communicate myself with love. Because at first I was communicating with defense. I was very defensive. I was defensive to every fucking body. See, I'm still purging. I was defensive to everybody because everybody had me messed up, but no one knew what was wrong because I didn't say anything. So that was my issue. Because I didn't say anything, no one knew But I expected everybody to know because I thought they could read my energy. I thought they can read and feel how I feel. That's delusion. So I had boundaries in place, but I realized that the boundaries I had in place were really just built on hurt instead of coming from a place of self love. So if you had a donation box, I would have donated you $20 because I know you have a. I know you will be a great person, including the family members you love. Oh, thank you. I'll do that next time. I really, really do appreciate your donation. My cash app, I'll just send it to you. It's up to you. And hi, mobile. But y'all get what I'm saying, like, yeah. I'm gonna start a series on this, so make sure y'all subscribe because I think I'm just gonna be on YouTube a lot more than TikTok because this shit makes sense. And I'm like just writing, and I'm just going through the motions, like, damn, I did that. You just have to communicate. Like, okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. I was really thinking like the reason why Scorpios, because this is one like the shadow traits of Scorpio. We can be vengeful, but that's like our lowest state. Like when we get rejected, because I got rejected. Being rejected means that you have to accept some part within yourself because the opposite of rejection is acceptance. So if your external world is, if you have somebody that rejects you, it's like teaching you like what is that. Okay, this is the method when you get triggered. So say for instance rejection, somebody rejects you, what are you gonna do? The old me would have been vengeful, she would have been bitchy, she would have been hurt. But instead of seeing it as hurt, see it as an opportunity to grow. So I would ask myself, what is she trying to teach me? And then I would go to acceptance. I have to accept myself. I have to love myself. I have to nurture myself in the areas where my inner child felt like she was lacking. Because essentially, you don't lack anything. You have everything. You are spirit. You are love. You are literally a goddess, God in the flesh, meaning you are infinite energy in a human body. So, why be in lack? Why be in lack mindset if you already have everything? And I mean everything you need and desire within you. Literally, I had to really realize that, like, I have everything I need and desire within me. I don't have to seek things externally. I don't have to project these hurts and these inauthentic truths about myself to the world. So, I just had to learn that. So, I'm going to continue writing. Now I'm asking myself, how do I recognize when I'm hurt? So, how do I recognize when I'm hurt? Me personally, when I recognize when I'm hurt, the vengefulness does jump out, but like ego, control, all these emotions, I feel like I have to get a get back or something like along the lines of I gotta hurt somebody else because hurt people hurt people. Misery loves company, and it's something that I really think everyone should be graceful with themselves because a lot of people like when you hear like when you hear those terms, people are like, oh no, that ain't me, but the whole time it could possibly. Sorry, my cat's kneading on the furniture. It could definitely be like that majority of the time where it's just like, Cleo! My cats are on one, clearly. Okay, so how do I recognize when I'm hurt? I'll feel vengeful. But I don't want that to be like the indicator that I'm hurt. I want to actually just feel, I'll feel it in my body. That's nothing. I'll feel it in my body. Welcome to my live, whoever's watching. Hey, who is it? Mobile, hi. Welcome back, Mobile. But I'm just asking myself, I'm just doing shadow work with y'all. This is shadow work at its finest, and I feel like it's something that needs to be talked about more and not always done behind the scenes, because we need to heal in community, and community love is just something that I feel like everyone needs to experience. Like, I had to really tell myself, because at first I was going to do like, at first like my mind was like, no, I don't deserve this. I did something wrong. I did something bad. I need to punish myself. Like, I was punishing myself by removing self-love, but I'm like, no. This is the time where I need to love and nurture myself the most, because if I don't, then I'll just perpetuate the cycle even more, because it'll lead me to feeling just low. I love you too. So I had to really sit there and ask myself, Lexi, why are you abusing yourself like this? Telling yourself that you don't deserve love because you made a mistake is abuse. I deserve love and I deserve forgiveness. So I started to give that to myself instead. I started to say, you know what, self, we did make a mistake. But instead of abandoning you and hurting you, I'm going to forgive you. I'm going to nurture you. I'm going to show you the way of love. I'm going to help you evolve from this. I'm going to help you move on from this. I'm going to help you process your emotions thoroughly so you can understand what the pain point or the cause was. Because this is not healthy to live life like this. You need to feel your emotions, but you don't need to hold on to them. I get you motivated. I'm just saying, like, loving yourself is a lifelong journey, but it's so worth it, because why not? You only get one you, and you deserve the world. You deserve love. You deserve grace. You deserve compassion. You deserve to be loved unconditionally, no matter what. So I had to really sit there and stop that cycle. Like, no, I'm going to give myself compassion as I get through this trigger, as I get through this wound, as I get through whatever I'm feeling right now, because I just don't deserve to hold on to it. I don't deserve to hold on to poison. It's like, it becomes poison when you hold on to it. But when the actual trigger happens, it's a blessing, because it's teaching you something that will, lessons get alchemized into blessings. And that's like the perfect way I could put it. And once you start to really see life like in that way, healing and transformation happens. So I don't know if hey girl, but I don't know if you guys ever experienced, I'm pretty sure you have, but like just holding on to stuff. Like, do you guys ever feel like you can't let go of something? Like, do you feel like you just have to get your get back? Like, you feel like you just have to balance the scales instead of trusting that the divine will do it? Because that's what I'm learning. Like, I don't have to always get my get back. Honestly, why even use my precious energy to do that in the first place? I'm really starting to see it like that now, where I was wasting my energy, and then like now I felt powerless because I was constantly giving my energy away to a situation that happened in the past. But I'm calling that power back to me now. Oh, we're doing shadow work here, because damn. Oh, okay. You know, that makes sense. I'm sorry, that just, see? Y'all are watching me do shadow work live, okay? Oh, wow. Okay. I see. Instead of wasting my energy and giving it to the past, I can call my energy. I don't even say waste. I'm going to say giving it. I've been giving that's my odds. Oh my gosh. And I'm in her gateway. Me giving my energy to the past situations blocks me from receiving in the present. Ooh, oh my God. That makes so much sense, because I pulled her card last night, and I'm like, I don't really know where I'm not giving and receiving imbalance at. I see now. Oh my goodness. I see now. basically I was giving my energy to the wrong things, to the wrong emotions, to the wrong situations, and I wasn't receiving the present. I wasn't receiving all the divine gifts and beauty and love that's in the present moment right now. So I had to call my power back, which I'm doing right now as we speak. I'm calling my power back from the past. I'm calling my power back from the hurt. I'm calling my power back from the people who hurt me, and I choose to forgive them and see them in a higher light, like they were just my teachers. That's how you know your healing is like. That's how you know I'm healing. Like, yo, I'm not going to sit here and be the victim. That's gotten me nowhere. Playing the victim has gotten me nowhere. So I love that for me. I'm gonna hold this stone. I'm gonna hold this stone. This is blue chalcedony. I'll be calling it chalcedony, but the lady at the crystal store said it's called chalcedony. I'm still calling it chalcedony because girl, what? Anyways, but yeah, damn. And I'm setting the intention. Like I'm just setting the intention with these new beginnings that I'm feeling right now to really like release the bitch in me too. I don't want to be a bitch anymore. And honestly, I'm realizing like, damn, we have been programmed and conditioned to be bitches. But do you know what a bitch actually is? That word itself doesn't have a good vibration to it. And to call yourself a bitch is just you just allowing people to degrade you. I don't care if people say, "Oh, it's for confidence." It's to say I'm confident, but I understand that, but because I used to be like that too. But it's at the same time, girl. Think about the etymology of the word bitch. Think about what a bitch is. Someone who's constantly in a low state. I'm gonna read y'all the definition of the bitch from this book. So it says the Random House College dictionary defines bitch as a female dog, a lewd woman, meaning obscene, indecent, low, and vulgar, a malicious woman, motivated by viciousness, an unpleasant, selfish woman, anything difficult or unpleasant. I don't want to call myself that. The characteristics of a bitch is spiteful, malevolent. I'm not even gonna pronounce that word. Which is also a characteristic of a bitch, wishing evil to another or others, sharing ill will, ill disposed, vindictive, evil, harmful injuries. As you can see, I've been in the bitch mode all my fucking life. No more. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't be a bitch anymore. I'm not even calling myself that. I was like, sometimes I would use that like word in my music, but it never felt right to say because once you start to break down what a bitch actually is, do you really want to call yourself that? And I hate that like the music industry pushes that shit because they know what the fuck they're doing. They know how to keep black women in that state. They know how to keep us low, and they know how to control the masses with the music. If you got people saying I'm a bad bitch, I'm a bad bitch over and over, then that's them reaffirming that, and that's what they keep calling into their life instead of learning how to really heal themselves. Because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these traits I have identified with. I have. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm perfect. Shit, I'm not. I have been a bitch to people. I have wished ill will on people. That's the revenge. Remember, we talked about revenge here. Revenge has. I feel like that's like the primary bitch, like, narrative. But the bitch comes from post-slavery conditions. I'm gonna get deep on this because we've been, black women, you know how we are. You know what's happened to us. We've been taken and raped over and over and exploited and then profited off of. And people just constantly like, oh, no, I created this. I created that. Bitch, shut the fuck up. No, the fuck you didn't. See? Because we're angry. Anger fuels that. Like the angry, bitter black woman basically is the bitch. Oh, like when you assert yourself, now you're bitchy, now you're stuck up, now you're snooty. At first, like there used to be a point in time where I wanted to be called a bitch, not in like a negative way, but because I had boundaries and standards. But I'm like, there's another word for that I'm going to use, and I'm just going to say I'm gonna just call myself assertive or just a queen, because a queen does that. A queen has boundaries. A queen knows her worth. A queen asserts herself. A queen demands power. I would say power. I was gonna say demand power or justice, but really demands respect. And they call those type of women, black women, bitches. And I feel like that's incorrect. A bitch is what I just read from this book. To me, what I just described was a powerful woman. So, mm, I have to come up with a term for powerful woman now, or just say powerful woman, because this world love to bring us down. They say, "Oh, y'all original." Well, I don't like that, and they really be jealous of us because we're original. Don't get me started. I'll get started real quick because I don't play about my ancestors. Because I literally do a lot of ancestral veneration, and girl, that's where a lot of the anger came from. It came passed down from generations and generations, but now it ends with me because I can't pour this. I can't be like this. I don't want to be like this. I don't want to be bitter. I don't want to be revengeful. I don't want to be vindictive. I don't want to send out evil eye because I'm over here just thinking low of myself. I want to think higher of myself. I want to love myself unconditionally. I want to be there for my sisters. I want to be of compassion, of love, of joy, and strength. I want to be like that for my people. Why be anything less? Why push out hurt if I'm trying to heal the hurt? And for the longest, I didn't even see like what was going on. Like this cycle has been going on for a minute. But I'm so grateful it's finally breaking. Ah! I'm so grateful it's finally breaking because, girl, I'll be completely transparent and honest because that's who I am. I lost many friendships because of this cycle. And I will always ask, what is going on? Like Lex, I wouldn't even get into victim mode. I'll be like, Lexi, what is it? What are you dealing with? And then I kind of never really sat down. I always try to think of it like from a like an analysis perspective instead of actually feeling what was wrong. But now that I feel and now that I see, now I can address the root issue, which was I just wanted to get my get back. I just wanted to feel empowered because I had people who hurt me, and I'm not gonna say they took my power. It's like because nobody can take from you unless you give them consent or unless you allow them. Like I was very angry with myself that I allowed people to have power over me, which would cause this cycle of me being in revenge mode so that way I can get my power back. But instead of forgiving the situation and calling the power back altogether, I was constantly seeking to get my get back. I was constantly seeking to hurt other people's feelings so that way I can feel empowered. Do you see that? That is toxic as fuck. Oh my God. So now I see why those friendships ended. Now I see why like things were just not working in my life. Nigga, what the fuck? Like when you really sit there and address, like really have to hold a mirror up to you, because no one's perfect. Don't you ever sit here and act like you're perfect. Everybody has some shit going down. And when you really sit there and ask yourself, why did I do this? Why am I acting like this? Who hurt me? Hurt people hurt people. I was hurt. I wanted revenge because everybody had me fucked up. I was tired of the world taking from me. I was tired of just having my power siphoned away or just me giving my power away out of fear. I was tired of not speaking up for myself. I was tired of not being courageous about speaking up and asserting myself. I was tired of just cowering in fear whenever someone would toss me any kind of way and I didn't do anything to set the record straight. I was angry with myself. Fuck. Damn. I was angry with myself and that anger projected into everybody. Because when I get mad, like before, when I would get mad before, I wanted everybody to be hurt. And you see how toxic that is. I wanted everybody to feel my pain. Even though no one did. Not even, it was just probably one person, but the whole world doesn't deserve to feel that pain. It was only one person who had me messed up. But I'm learning now, in order to overcome hurt, I need to, when someone hurts my feelings, I need to address it in that moment. And when I address it in that moment, then it's like, there's no hold, I'm not holding on to things because I felt that, I was gonna say rage. I felt that rage, I felt that hurt, and it came up. So the fact that it came up, instead of sitting stagnant, I released it. I let go. And then another thing, don't speak with hurt. Speak with love when you assert yourself. That's what I'm learning now. I'm gonna start reading some books and really I'm gonna start sharing it with y'all because this is Scorpio Dilemma Part 1. So I'm gonna start reading some books about how to effectively communicate my truth, how to really effectively communicate and assert myself with love. Because that's my biggest priority is love, to move with love, to give love, to receive love, because love is love. There's so much love around us if you actually open yourself up to it versus being like a bitch versus being like just mean to everybody. Then that's when you block yourself from your blessings, your love, and your joy and new beginnings. Like I've been trying to leave my hometown for the longest, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on, universe? I was getting mad at the universe the whole time. I just was blocking myself from love, from receiving love, because I thought like, oh, since I made all these mistakes in the past, I don't deserve it. Yes, the freak I do. Like I deserve love, even if you make a mistake. Hi, cousin. Hey, cousin. Even if you make a mistake, you're still worthy. You're still worthy of love. You're still worthy. Your worthiness does not, like, your mistakes don't define you. And that's a real freaking statement. Your mistakes don't define you. And I'm still learning what does define me. If mistakes don't define me, if my thoughts don't define me, who am I? Now I'm doing introspective questions. And I had to really ask myself, so since my past mistakes don't define me, and I just made a mistake, what defines me now? Because I was wearing that as a badge. Not to say a badge of honor, just a badge so people knew, okay, this is who I am. And no, who am I? And I actually have a song called Who Are You? I ain't gonna start singing right now. But it's like, what defines me? So now I'm gonna go back to my journal. Make sure y'all like and comment on the live, y'all. Give me some more subscribe. I'm trying to grow on YouTube now. I think I'm just going to focus on YouTube now versus TikTok. So now I'm asking, what defines me? What defines a person? Like, what defines me as an individual? Instead of identifying with my hurt and the people who wronged me and wearing that as a personality trait, who am I when I'm not hurt? Who am I when I'm not living in the past? Who am I? So what do y'all think? Like what do y'all think when, what are y'all thoughts on that? Because how do y'all define yourselves? Do you define yourselves based off your past? Do you define yourself based on how you react to people? Like now I'm thinking like introspectively. What defines me? I could easily say like, oh, me being a loving person defines me, but I feel like that's like a characteristic. What defines me as an individual? That's a good, jolly old question. So bear with me. I'm about to start journaling and do some shadow work. From moment to moment. Because we live in the present moment. Like, I think it's like this Chinese philosopher or Japanese philosopher, I'm not sure. But they say like, whoever you are when no one's looking, that's who you truly are. Improving with each moment. Improving with each moment. Literally, like right now, like I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna hold my mirror up and look at myself and look at every part of myself. You have to accept the good, the bad, and the quote unquote ugly. Even though it's not really ugly, it's a whole teacher for you to grow and evolve. So I just said, something gotta change. I'm not putting up with this no more. But you said living from moment to moment, improving with each moment, like how I'm doing right now. Sitting here, thinking, asking myself questions like, who am I in this moment? I personally feel like I am growing. I am growth in this moment. I am forgiveness in this moment. I am power within this moment. I am improving with this moment. Like I am I am accountable in this moment. I am. Y'all know I am is like the, I am the great I am. So basically I am, and then whatever comes after that, you are. Me, I am infinite energy, which is source, If you know, you know. I am such and such. And literally, like, how you identify and show up to the world is based on your internal world. So who are you at your core? There we go. Who am I at my core. I honestly feel like a very divine, intelligent, loving being at my core. Like, I'm very sweet. I'm very nurturing. I'm very loving. I'm a very loving individual. Very compassionate. I'm almost like a little inner child. Like, you see, I got on pink today. I'm representing my aunt with this energy. I feel like a child at heart, but not in like a childish way, more of like a carefree, loving, innocent sort of inner child healing sort of way. Let me see. Denny Moore. I don't know how to feel about that comment, but okay. I feel like someone at my core, I feel I'm unconditional love. That's who I am. What defines me as an individual? How do I identify? I am unconditional love. Literally. Before the world put all these burdens and hurts on you, who are you at your core? You have to really sit there and ask yourself, if I stop playing other people's narrative in my head, who are me? Who are me? Who am I? And you said, and the dark side of yourself. The dark side of myself is still unconditional love because that's still a teacher at the end of the day. And if you think about it, we manifested into this earth plane to learn, to grow, and evolve as a soul. So light cannot exist without the dark. So the dark side of yourself is really just another teacher that the divine sent. Like the divine sent you to have these specific astral placements. They sent you the specific family to live in so that way you can grow. So that's how I see the dark side of myself. Me, person as a Scorpio, I have no problem like loving my shadows or going to my subconscious mind to get to the root of things, to realize what's happening. What's happening internally? Oh, wait, this is what it is? Okay, so instead of like, don't neglect your dark side. I know people think dark is bad. No, dark is neutral. I won't say good. I guess good, maybe neutral though, because essentially it feels shitty in the moment. But after that, once you learn what it's teaching you, you then bless the thing that broke you. You express gratitude for that part of yourself. And that part of yourself then turns to be a protector in a way. Like it alchemizes. Sometimes the parts of yourself leave. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I know about death and rebirth very, very heavily. So when a part of myself dies, I have to grieve that part of myself and be reborn into a new version of myself, which is really what's happening to me right now. Going through a death and rebirth from my old self, from being vindictive, from being a bitch, from being vengeful, from being all these different things that, from being hurt to being loved. And then just, what's the opposite of hurt? Healed. Ah! From being hurt to being healed. I choose to be healed. I choose to heal thyself. I choose to heal myself because I'm tired of the same old thing. Eventually you get tired of your own stuff. Eventually you get tired of seeing the same thing. I'm telling you, when you're ready to evolve, your soul's gonna start starting your spirit. You're like, no, I'm tired of doing the same thing over and over. What am I missing, spirit? Let me know. I will change it right now. That is my attitude towards healing. But come from a more gentle, sort of nurturing perspective and don't put the pressure on it. Still have compassion and patience with yourself. I'm telling you, it's gonna be worth it in the long run. Love on both yes, 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 yes. Love on both polarities, because if you start to resent a part of yourself, then that's going to create more. Think about it. Whatever you give energy to, it multiplies. So if you're giving those negative energies to your shadow, it's just going to amplify. You're never going to heal it. So I definitely recommend loving and accepting. Acceptance is the key. Acceptance is the key to really unlocking those parts of yourself and freeing yourself, radically accepting the good, the bad, and the quote-unquote ugly parts of yourself. Accept your shadows. They're just your teachers. They're just here to tell you, like, hey, these are hurts that we've been holding on to all our life. I want to release this. I want to be free. Free me. Your inner child be like, free us. We want to feel. We want to feel love. We want to feel good in our lives. We want to move on. We want to just cherish everybody around us. We don't want to hurt people around us because, hurt people hurt people. I want to heal people because heal the people, heal other people. People who are loving, love on other people. So love is literally the antidote to everything. And I mean everything. When you invite love into a situation, you are now taking it to a higher state. So when you take things to a higher state, now things are starting to flow a little bit more smoothly. Things are received a little bit better because essentially we're all loving beings at heart. So why go against that true nature? So what you said, yeah, girl, I'm trying to tell you. Girl, I be on the shower. I'm like, somebody need to hear this. Somebody needs to hear this. And I'm very grateful that y'all are here on my live. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I think I'm gonna start going live. Maybe should I go live once or twice a week? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Whatever y'all say, I'll do because I'm here for y'all. I'm here to serve y'all because I love y'all. And I want everybody to feel like their best selves. I want everybody to feel safe when you're doing shadow work because sometimes you can get ashamed or just feeling guilty when you like start to confront emotions or certain thought patterns, but you're human and you have to embrace your humanness or else you're going to feel like a void. You don't want to do that. You want to embrace every part of yourself because every part of yourself deserves love. Every part of yourself deserves nurturing. You deserve nurturing. If you tell yourself that you deny love, that means you deny the universe. The universe is love. God is love. That means you deny God. Ooh. Don't you block your blessings by being an asshole now. I'm speaking from experience. The shit ain't fun. Literally, like, should I end it here, y'all? I'm gonna post this, but once a week checkup. I'm gonna write that down. Once a week checkup. Scorpio Dilemma. I'm gonna write a book about this. I do write books, so I'm gonna write a book about this one day. Once a week checkup. Today is Sunday. So Sundays, y'all. Sundays we meet up. Sundays is 8 o'clock. So I'm gonna say Sundays at 8 p.m. Is that late? I don't know. But 8 p.m. is good because I normally have Zoom calls from 2 to 4, so we rise at dawn. All right. To the 3 people who are watching, I love y'all. To the 2 people who are watching, I'm going to go live on Sundays at 8 p.m. Okay? Sundays at 8 p.m. we're going to do a checkup to see how y'all doing. And I'm going to post like, some shadow work questions to really get y'all thinking. So make sure y'all subscribe, okay? Because I'm going to start getting active on here again. Make sure you watch some previous videos. Some of them kind of kooky, some kind of crazy. But that's just me judging myself. So let me forgive myself right now. Girl, the past you was just doing the best that she could. She did the best that she could with what she knew. Give her grace, give her love, give her joy, give her nurturing, give her strength. I'm talking to y'all now. Make sure you love on yourself. Do not beat yourself up. If you made a mistake, your mistakes don't define you, and you deserve love. So give yourself that love and nurture yourself in that moment, and don't retreat back to those old patterns because they will try to creep back up. And then when they do that, you gotta be like, oh, wait a minute now. What did we do before? How do we handle this before? How can we handle it differently? And you gotta recognize those patterns. So it takes a lot of deep introspective work. And honestly, I want to do this astrology based because when you learn your Mercury and when you start learning your placements, you start to learn yourself a little bit more and how you respond to things. So if you're someone that kind of like tries to do shadow work, but you feel like you just don't get deep enough, hey, sit down. Sorry, my cats are running amok. If you feel like you just can't get deep enough, honestly, maybe I should start doing some birth chart readings. Maybe I should because it really does help you understand yourself. Like me knowing that I have 3 8th house placements lets me know like, hey, you got some shadow work to do. You like to go deep. Shadow work is, I don't even like to call it shadow work. I mean, I guess, but it's more of just like you learning yourself. You coming back to yourself. Because at the end of the day, the goal of all this shadow work is to come back to you. Because the world will give you a projection of who you are, who you're supposed to be, but that's not who authentically aligns with you. So when you find what authentically aligns with you, no one can tell you shiznizabit. See, I stopped myself from cussing. No one can tell you anything about yourself because you know who you are. So that's my whole goal, is to help people uncover who the freak they are at their core. That's literally it. That's it, y'all. That's it. That's all. But I hope y'all have a good night. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Typical YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. I will be going live every Sunday at 8 p.m. You have my word. Okay? We in this together forever. Together forever. tight like a booty hole. You ever seen that that TikTok? Together forever, tight like a booty hole. Okay, I love y'all so much. Peace out.